Hopefully, I'm not, unlike yesterday's first period class, it's not going to drop in the middle of it. All right, this is BIM class E11 apply, how to do in both Excel and Google Sheets. We'll see what we can do with Google Sheets. Sometimes it's a little light on the features and you don't get everything that you can out of it. So what we have today, I'm going to present my screen here. And I will show you that I have currently both things up, available. Okay, and it's not flashy right now, so good. All right, so lesson 11 apply says, once again, open these things up. That's step saved where you need to save it to. That's step 2. Number 3, insert a header. Well, once again, inserting headers, pretty easy stuff. For those of you who are Ms. Mormino's class, welcome to one of the first live streams for homework doing. I'll show you guys how to put in your headers. In Excel, basically, you want to go to View, you want to go to Page Layout, or you can click this one in the middle of these 3 pictures right here. We'll take you to the Page Layout view, which you can see has header areas up here when you click on it. So go ahead and say your name. First and last. Press tab to get to the next area of the header. Use these header and footer elements here to automatically update things, like the current date goes in the middle. Okay, and then tap one more time to get over here to the right-hand side, and you want page number. Now, if you just want the page number itself, like 1 or 2, you can just click on this, but if you actually want the word page, type in page and then space, and then hit this page number. Okay, now click down to the lower area of the document, because if you don't, you can't get out of this view. Okay, and you can see that your header now has your name, the date, and the word page 1. Okay, and if you look over here to the side for other pieces of information, on the second page, you can see that it says page 2. Okay, now that's enough of that. Stay down here in this general area, go back to the normal view, either with that button there or by going View, Normal. Takes you right back to the normal page. Okay, back to the Home tab for us. In Google Classroom, in Google Sheets, it's a little bit more difficult. You're going to go File. You're going to go Print. You're going to go to Headers and Footers. You're going to go to Edit Custom Fields. Once again, you're going to go up here, type in your name. Going to go to the next area, use this calendar looking thing to say, give me date 1 as an automatic dating thing. Then you're going to click on this area and then go to this one right here, which is page related stuff. And you're going to say page number B, which gives you the code to make page 1. Confirm that. Okay. And then go to next. Then it's like, okay, now we print. Yes, now we print. No, cancel. Psych. All right, now that's step 3. Step 4, click on cell B20. Okay, B20 down here. It looks like we've got a bunch of bids. You have a bunch of information about how much things cost from various different companies that do renovations, which is basically fixing up older homes to make them more modern, or perhaps just, safe to live in, depending upon your needs. Anyway, we've got bids for the various projects. You have the unit bid, option package 1, option package 2, base bid, blah, blah, blah. All of these things don't really matter. What basically you need to know is these are all of the bids, the initial bids for all of these companies. For example, Woo Home Design said that we'll fix your house for $93,415. New Mark Designs says we're going to fix it up for $99,487. Okay, so we want our information down here to show our company says we will do it for this much. Here's the average. Here's how much different we are than they are. If it's a positive number, that means we're charging more than the average person. If it's a negative number, that means we're charging less than the average job. We want to find the lowest bid. Who amongst our competitors has got a lower price? And how much difference is that between us and them? And then who is the guy who is overcharging by a lot? That's the highest bid. Are we the highest bid? How much difference is there between what we're charging and what they're charging? And finally, the median, the middle value, whichever one of these people in this group has the middle bid. We want to know who that is to see who's the guy squarely in the middle of all of these people bidding to do the job. So we're looking at B20, and we're going to say, hey, in B20, we need to have the average of all the bids. So we're going to say equals av, and average starts popping up, and we double click on that, and now we say, here is the group of information. Here's the group of bids that we want to have the average bid for. Okay, so we'll highlight B6 to B16, press enter, and apparently, on average, people are charging around $92,912. Now, we only want to charge $89,000 for this job, so that means that we are less than the average person trying to get this job. Okay, we charge less than the average person does. Okay, now the next one down is we're going to basically say the difference between the two. So step 5, use the fill handle to fill the formula across the row. You can take that and you can drag it all the way across. Not to lot C, because obviously the lots don't make a, like, you can't like average in lots. Okay, that doesn't work. So just go up to column F. Okay, drag it over to column F. Now, in cell B21, enter a formula that subtracts the value of cell B20 from the value in cell B19. Now, when you're listening to sentences about subtraction, it says subtract this from that, which means that you're going to take the first one and put it at the end. So we're going to subtract this B20, okay, minus this B19. B20 to B19, okay? Oh, I'm sorry, it's the other way around. B19 minus B20, okay? It's the other way around. All right, so this is our bid, this is the average bid, okay? So it's B19 minus B20. We subtract B20 from B19, okay? So that means that the calculation is B19 minus B20, okay? So I even explained it well, and I got it backwards. All right, lowest bid. You guys remember how this works. We're going to use the auto sum button to go find the min calculation. Oh, I'm sorry. We got to do it in Google Sheets too. All right, the average of all bids equals av. You got the drop menu here, average, and we're going to say this group, and we're going to press enter. And that gives us the average value, and no, stop trying to autofill suggestions. And the difference is going to be B19 minus B20. Same thing, same exact answer. Good times all around. All right, lowest bid. On home tab, you got your goofy looking E, your funky E, which is actually a sigma, which is a math symbol. All right, click that drop down menu and go for lowest bid, which is the min function. Click on that. And it's going to get it wrong, and it's going to be like, I see numbers above me. Is this what you want me to find? No. Go through, find B6 to B16, press enter. Now, same thing here on the difference. You're going to say equals, you're going to say our bid, and you're going to say minus the lowest bid that it finds in B22. So it's B19 minus B22. Now, Marcos. All right, so it's B19 minus B22. Take our bid, subtract the lowest bid, see who's got the lower bid. Okay. Apparently, we are about $1,000 over what the lowest guy is offering. Okay, so can we get lower and skate that bid out from underneath them? You never know. Now, highest bid. Looks like we want to go to the more functions in the statistical area. Oh, wait, sorry. Time to do it in Google Sheets. Lowest bid. Use your dots here if you need to. Get to the sigma. and use your min, and highlight the correct area, press enter. Then of course say equals B19 minus B22, press enter. Highest bid, formulas area, statistical matters, statisticals, more functions, statistical. Okay, we're looking for max. Okay, be sure you're not doing max A. And once again, it's got the wrong information, so go ahead and click this to get to the spreadsheet again. Get that out of your way. Highlight the correct area, press enter, and it creates it. And then the difference is going to be equal to, once again, B19 minus, we just calculated, B24. That's B19 equals B19 minus B24. Always remember the equal sign. The equal sign tells you it is time to do math, and you must calculate stuff before you put the answer on the screen. That's what it tells Excel when you put the equal sign in front of everything else. Press enter. All right. You may have noticed a slight readjustment of the size of the column, which is good. Okay. It looks like we are $10,000 below the highest bidder, who is obviously overcharging. All right. So similar things happening in Google Sheets. You do have the Insert tab. You do have the function area, and you can find statisticals. Okay, find your max. Get your thing. Equals B19 minus B24. Press enter. And once again, the differences are the same, which means that we're doing it right. Okay, now go down to median. The median, so B25, we already did that one. 11, use the insert function on the formula bar to enter a formula in cell B27 that finds the median value of the range B6 to B16. Okay, so just click on your little FX and say median. And it will bring up median. Double click on it. Once again, wrong area, stupid computer. Okay, re-highlight the area that you want. Press enter. Say OK, press enter. And it gives you the median value. Apparently, the guy squarely in the middle of these unit bids is the person who is bidding $92,335, which, if you look down the list, is this guy, Ravuru Renovations. He's the guy with the bid squarely in the middle. Okay. Now, you're supposed to be filling the formulas all the way across each time you created a new formula. But you know what's easier than that? Highlighting all the formulas and going across. Okay, highlight all formulas all the way across to F column. Okay, let's get back to Google Sheets. The median for here, once again, you can go to your function area and go to the Learn More and say, return the middle number in a group of numbers. Things real spotty and hit or miss, and it's like, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Okay. Does it work? Is it going to work? Come on now. So I typed in median. That worked, but if I type in a phrase, it just basically says, yeah, use Google Web Search. Okay, fine. If I type in median, it gives me a little bit of a description kind of thing. Okay. It's not very helpful. It just isn't. I mean, Google, this thing basically is telling you, go to Google and search it, which is kind of dumb. Like, if I wanted that, you know, whatever, I'd just go to Google. Thanks for nothing, dude. Anyway, equals median, open parentheses, select the area, press enter, and once again, gives you the same value. Highlight all of these. Use your blue in Google Sheets, your blue box, get the black cross, drag it across to column F. Don't go to G column because G column just has lot A, lot B, and lot C. Okay, all right, now you got that. Good times. Now, if you wanted to, you could do the step here, which says highlight F6 to F16, and then go down here and look in your status bar and check that the average is actually the average. So this says the average in column F is 102,626, and you look here for the average calculation line, it says 102,626, so that's correct. It did it correctly. All right, that is step 12. Okay, and same thing here in Google Docs. Highlight it. Oh, look, it's got a sum. Maybe we can get it to, yeah, look, go down here. This little box down here, you can possibly get it to show the average by clicking on the pop-up menu, drop-down list menu. Click on average, and it'll show you the average. Okay, you can also look at the other ones, the mins, the max, check them across there. Okay, same kind of thing. Once you've highlighted an area, it shows you some calculations based off of it. All right, step 13, select the range A5 to G16. A5 all the way to G16. Okay, and go to data, and go to subtotal. Subtotal may be here on the right. It may be its own icon on the right, or if you're squished down too far, you're going to have an outline. You're going to do drop down. You're going to say subtotal that way. Okay. Now, we are on the at each change, we are going to go and select by lot. Basically, we're going to go organize by lot A, lot B, and lot C. Okay. So we're going to go to lot by dropping this menu that says column A currently. I'm going to drop down and say lot. Okay, we're going to use the function. We are going to count. Okay, we're going to count how many of these things are available. Okay, we're not going to sum. We're not going to average. We're just going to count up how many things are in each group. And like we don't have to change anything. Yep, we're just going to count by lots. How many lots are there in each of the groups? How many lot A's? How many lot B's? How many lot C's? Make sure to select replace current subtotals and summary below data. If you don't have check marks on both of these, go ahead and make sure there's check marks on those two. But not page break between groups. Do not do a break between each group. It's going to make every single page have their own little subtotal. Now say okay. Okay. Bada bing. Now we got a line here on line 10. A bold thing that says lot A count. And the number of lot A's. We have 4 lot A's. Looks like we got 4 lot B's. And it looks like we have 3 lot C's for a grand total of 11 total lots counted. Okay? Now, that was super easy and awesome. Adjust any column widths if you see anything that is going hashtags on you. Take your columns, double click to make sure it's the right size for that particular row. Okay? Don't have any hashtags, that would be bad. Now you can save this. If you are doing this in Excel, you can save this and you can close it and you are done. Not so fast, Google Sheet users. You are not done because unfortunately you don't have the fancy subtotaling option. So what you have to do is you have to go here to line 10, right click, insert one above, and then go down to line 15, right click, insert one above. Okay, and then on line 20, right click, insert one above. I tell you what, let's not do that because it gives you this line right here. Go to line 19 and insert one below. Okay, that gives us a nice clean line right there. All right, now to get the similar effect that we did, that you can see in the picture in the included project. Okay, I included this in the classwork project. There is a picture of the finished document. Okay, so you can see that the lot A count words right here are in column F, and there's a 4 counter right there, and then a grand count. And it looks like these are basically the same font, but they are bolded. Okay, so let's go down here, and then we'll say lot A count. Okay, and we'll click B for bold. Or actually, I tell you what, press enter, go back, press B for bold. Okay, also put a bold on this one. Now, the function word for what you're needing to do here is count. So you can say equals count. Technically, counting is for a number of numeric values in a data sheet. So that's not going to work in this situation because these are words. So we're going to have to use count A, perhaps. Okay. Do count A and highlight the area. Press enter. Okay. And it shows that there are 4. Okay. Now, you can copy this and paste it if you really want to get done quickly. And just the lot B, make sure that this is looking at the right group of things. Yes. Now, if you do it again for lot C, though, remember, you are going to have to make sure to not count too many things in lot C here. So highlight in between the parentheses. Make sure you only get what you're supposed to. Okay. So instead of G15, you're going to have to go G14. I'm sorry, 16. G16 to G18. You got to change the range of cells that you're using for the count. Okay. Now, press enter. Go on to the next line and say grand count. Okay. Go back to it, bold it. Now these are numbers. And you can tell it to equals this plus this plus this. Okay, G10 plus G15 plus G19. Be sure to throw the equal sign in front of it. Press enter. And bold it. And that will count up all of the lots that you have here. Okay. Don't try and use count because it'll see the numbers and it'll count that to that line too. Just count. I'm sorry. Just add up. Just add up the numbers here. Okay. And then that's the number that you want for your grand count there. Okay. So a lot more work. Imagine if this was a 1,000-line spreadsheet. Holy smokes, you'd be here all day, little DOPS users. All right, and that's it. Once you get that done, basically that's all she wrote, and that's what you need to get done with and turn in. Now remember, do not, I repeat, do not take this picture that you see and just copy in these answers. Do not just copy in these answers here. That is worth 0 points. Okay? You must do the calculations that are required in order to get these values. Okay? Just punching in the numbers. Like also these right here. Don't just type in 4, 4, and 3. I want you to use the count A function to count up these number of lots in here. If you don't use the functions, you get no points. The whole purpose of Excel, the entire purpose of Excel, is for you to know how to use the formulas and functions to make Excel do the work for you. Okay? I know you can count. You're in high school. You can do basic math in high school. The whole point of this is to get Excel to do the work for you. Okay? That's where the boss level stuff is. All right? So that is basically how things go. Hopefully you don't have any questions. If you do, let me know right now, and I will help you do the thing that you need to get done. Okay? Any questions? Dax, you doing good? Katie, you got everything done? You all squared away? You got the knowledge that you need? All right, good deal. Now be sure to turn that into the Google Classroom when you're done, okay? All right, let's go ahead and stop that recording.